The Sopranos has some of the most intelligent and thoughtful characters in all of television. Matthew Bevilacqua and his degree from Pace College, Paulie Walnuts and his Son to Zoo wisdom, Little Carmine and his mellifluous box, and of course, everyone knows about Tony and his famous IQ.
No offense, John, but I got an IQ of 136. It's been tested.
Alright, jokes aside, most of the characters on this show are not the sharpest slices of gabagool. In the world of New Jersey organized crime, ignorance, malapropisms, and stupid self-destructive choices are as common as tracksuits. But even among this group of geniuses, Jackie Jr. stands out as one of the dumbest characters.
Kid was always a dumb fuck though, wasn't he? Didn't he almost drown in 3 inches of water?
The penguin exhibit.
Jackie Aprile Jr. is known for both his lack of intelligence and his whiny sense of entitlement because of who his father was. Though he starts out life in an extremely privileged position, he makes a series of stupid decisions that eventually lead to his downfall. He's consistently clowned on by fans of the show, and one of the most common memes in the community is his signature catchphrase, "My father."
My uncle's just asking for what my father would have given him if he was bossed when Richie got out of prison. I'm here, aren't I? Out of respect to my father. You know who my father was?
The golfer? US Open?
My old man was Jackie Aprile.
And keep it going, man. If not for me, do it out of respect to my father. Take it easy, bro.
However, is there more to Jackie Jr. than first meets the eye? Is he responsible for his fate, or was he set up from failure from the start? Well, in this video, let's examine Jackie Jr.'s character and find out.
Here he is, Fresh Prince of New Jersey.
Giacomo Michael Aprile II, known as Jackie Jr., is the son of former acting boss Jackie Aprile Sr. Despite his father and uncle being prominent members of the New Jersey mob, Jackie was kept away from the life by his father and pushed towards a career in medicine.
But those fucking pre-med courses almost killed me. I only did it because my dad was sick.
But you should know, he never wanted this life for you.
However, Jackie really doesn't have the brains for school. He struggled with basic assignments, and instead of studying, spent his time partying with his frat and dealing drugs. Eventually, he drops out entirely. He has a vague desire to be a fashion designer, but never even attempts to make a step towards this goal. Despite his father's wishes, Jackie wanted to take what he perceived as the easier and more glamorous path to wealth and power, which was being a gangster.
My brother's whole stupid, pathetic dream was to follow in our father's footsteps.
Jackie is first introduced in the Season 2 episode, Knight in White Satin Armor. As his uncle Richie is marrying Tony's sister Janice and vying for control of the family, he brings in his nephew to help support his cause. While Richie prefers the more masculine Jackie Jr. to his own son Little Ricky, he actually weakens Richie's cause. The young and foolish Jackie isn't respected by the older mobsters, and his inclusion demonstrates how few real allies Richie actually has.
I do them myself.
Who's that speaking here? Somebody speaking?
After Richie is killed by Janice, Jackie is left in a state of limbo. Though he feels like the heir to his father's position as head of the mafia, he has no one to help guide him into the light. Tony wants to keep Jackie away from a life of crime, both to respect Jackie Sr.'s wishes and because Jackie starts to date his daughter, Meadow.
So if you want to spend time with her, I want the best from you. If you're in school, you gotta give it everything you got.
Yeah, right, I know it.
Shut up.
At first, Jackie starts to play at being a gangster. He tries to arrange protection for a drug dealer at Christopher's club, but ends up getting the guy badly beaten. He gives Christopher the tip for a job on his college campus and acts as the getaway driver, though he pisses his pants during the job. Eventually, he even loses Meadow when she catches him sleeping with a prostitute in an attempt to act like he has a Gumar.
What the fuck is the matter with you? It's Tony Soprano's daughter.
Oh, what do I care, asshole?
However, Jackie eventually finds a mentor in Ralph Cifaretto, who is dating his mother and encourages Jackie's criminal activities as a way to get closer to him. It's Ralph who brings Jackie along with him on his collections and gives him a taste of power. It's Ralph who gives him a gun and later takes payment from him as one of his associates. He actively encourages Jackie to be more aggressive in his crimes, telling him the story of how his father and Tony made a name for themselves by robbing Feech LaManna's card game.
Your father and Tony was on a fast track to being made, and I was still a little shit here like the two of you.
It's this story that inspires Jackie to try and do the same thing by robbing a card game attended by Christopher and Furio. This is an incredibly stupid decision, not only because they do it on drugs, but also because it's Ralph's game. They're robbing the one person who could protect them, obviously not understanding the point of Ralph's story, that it was Tony's father who protected him from Feech's wrath. Jackie still naively believes that his dead father's reputation can save him when it can't.
Please don't hang up. For my dad, if not for me.
Well, it's been dead 2 years. As a matter of fact, the expiration date was last week. I know you're bullshit with that.
When you and him did the same thing, you got forgiven?
Well, think about it. See if you can figure out the difference.
The job, of course, goes badly. Guys are wounded or killed, and Jackie Jr. is given a death sentence for attacking made guys. Though his pseudo-father figures pretend like they don't want to kill him, in reality, they're just trying to pass the responsibility onto each other. In the end, it's Ralph who ends up ordering Jackie Jr.'s death, and it's his own cousin Vito that does the deed. Now, the question I always pose in these videos is, what were the problems that led to the character's ultimate fate? And certainly, we've acknowledged Jackie Jr.'s stupidity and his terrible decisions that led to his death. But there's also the question of his guidance, or lack thereof, and how much that is responsible for his fate.
Did you do anything to stop it? Did you offer any guidance? What do we mean when we say leadership?
We've talked about Ralph's influence on Jackie and his encouragement of Jackie's desire to become a gangster. Though he didn't directly push Jackie into doing any of his actions, his careless attitude towards the situation certainly didn't help. Instead of caring about Jackie's well-being, he did whatever would ingratiate him to Jackie, regardless of any potential consequences. Tony himself lays the blame for the card game on Ralph.
You took this kid under your wing. You schooled him as best you could. Didn't you?
However, Jackie Sr. also bears some of the blame. We only get one scene of the two of them together during a flashback, which, fun fact, the young Jackie Jr. is actually played by actor Jason Serbone's younger brother, Matt. However, while the relationship between them seems warm and loving, we learn that there are actually deeper problems. After Jackie Jr.'s death, Meadow talks about how his parents ignored him and let him do whatever he wanted without consequences. While this obviously encouraged his spoiled and reckless attitude, Meadow also suggests that his bad behavior was an attempt to get his parents to notice him. Maybe Jackie's stupid dream of becoming a criminal was just so that he could finally get his father's attention.
When you would ask him, like, aren't you afraid what your parents are gonna say about, I don't know, whatever? And he would just go, they don't give a shit. But I think it hurt his feelings inside.
Even when his parents did pay attention to their son, they were almost delusional about Jackie's aptitude. Jackie Sr. routinely praised his son for minor accomplishments, and any faults within him were just laid off on a learning disability without any consideration for the true cause. His mother Rosalie eventually comes to terms with the fact that her neglect is responsible for her son's death.
I'm sorry your son is no longer with us, but don't use mine as a guinea pig for your ideas on parenting. I never saw you take a hard line.
Well, why do you think I'm talking to you like this?
However, there is one party that I don't blame for Jackie's fate, and that's Tony himself. While I tend to assign a lot of blame to Tony in these videos, and certainly there are those who blame Tony for what happened to Jackie, I don't think I can agree. Tony did actively discourage Jackie from becoming a criminal. He told him to stay in school. He criticized both Christopher and Ralph for involving Jackie in their crimes. When he found Jackie at the strip club with a gun, while he did physically punish him for his actions, he didn't immediately cut Jackie out of his life. but decided to give him another chance. I think given everything that we see on the show, Tony did try and be a better father to him than his own father.
That, yeah, knowing him and his family, that I didn't try to be a better dad to him than his own dad, God rest his soul. That I didn't try to protect Jackie Jr., that I didn't actually smack him around because I was so frustrated. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Now, of course, Tony did order his death, but we need to keep in mind that Jackie shot a made guy and killed one of their associates. Made guys cannot be harmed by non-made guys under any circumstances. It's one of the privileges of the oath, and violation of that is a death penalty offense. There's no way Tony could have spared his life given his actions and the rules of the mob. And while the way that Tony tried to deflect blame onto Ralph instead of himself might be hypocritical given how much he talks about caring for the kid, I don't think he's responsible for Jackie's demise. Jackie had every opportunity to choose a different path. It's not like Christopher, who was raised in the life and was actively groomed to be a successor and a shield for Tony. Jackie's father kept him away from his criminal activities, and Tony for a brief time tried as well. He even allowed him to date his daughter, and potentially even become a member of his family later on. But Jackie wanted to be a gangster. He wanted the easy and glamorous life he saw others living, but he was ignorant to the reality of crime, and it's that ignorance which ended up getting him killed. Ultimately, Jackie Jr.'s problem was himself.
I win again.
I see you should have played that out. That's the only way you're going to learn.